drugs, fashion, fame. He grew up in poverty but built a brand that sets trends across the globe. His lovers are supermodels, his enemies millionaires. But behind every flash of glamour lies a shadow. This is the story of AAP Rocky, from street hustler to industry king, forever surrounded by rumors, sex, betrayal, conspiracies, and even alleged ties to the mafia. AAP Rocky was born in Harlem, the heart of New York City, a place where only the shrewdest survive. His real name is Rocky. He lost his father early on and watched his older brother get killed right in front of him when he was just 13. That's when the rage set in. That's when he made a promise to himself: conquer the world or die trying. His first rhymes didn't come from a studio, but from basements, stairwells, and street corners where the smell of weed mixed with gunpowder. In 2007, he joined the AAP mob, a mysterious collective of rappers, stylists, and street gangsters, where everyone had a role. Some shot music videos, others made cash by alternative means. His style stood out immediately, a fusion of Southern flow and New York vibe. But more importantly, he understood fashion deeply. His appearance was a manifesto. He wore Rick Owens, Raf Simons, and he did it before it was cool. Rumor has it Rocky sold the first Rick Owens piece on Harlem's black market back in 2009. But that was just the beginning. His first mixtape exploded in 2011. What followed was $1 million deal with Sony. But even before the official release, the internet was buzzing. Whispers claimed the contract was just a front, that a powerful investor from the fashion underworld had backed the artist for future PR manipulations. Gossip or truth? No one really knows. But the deal happened, and AAP Rocky became a mega-star. While other rappers flexed chains and sneakers, Rocky was walking the runways of Dior, Givenchy, and Alexander Wang. In the fashion world, he wasn't just a guest, he was a co-conspirator. His style was imitated. His quotes became the new commandments. But the higher you rise, the longer the fall. Ahead, sex scandals, backstage wars, and a surreal story from Sweden that nearly destroyed everything. Back in 2013, when he dropped the Fashion Killa video with Rihanna, it became clear Rocky wasn't just an artist, he was an industry. By then, he had already earned the status of a fashion guru. Rick Owens runway shows, collaborations with Raf Simons, Vogue editorials, Dior Homme campaigns, and not as a guest, but as the centerpiece. At the same time, whispers started swirling. Some designers reportedly took offense when Rocky refused to wear their pieces. One source close to Louis Vuitton claimed that in 2015, the brand offered him $2 million for a capsule collection, but he simply ghosted them, choosing Vetements instead. Others say Rocky demanded creative control, not just a paycheck, and that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But the loudest rumor? That he secretly launched an underground brand with one of Japan's top designers. The name never went public, but niche circles claim this label set the blueprint for silhouettes that major fashion houses would later mass copy. Truth or urban legend? No one can say for sure. His Fashion Killa image attracted more than just fans. It attracted women. With Rihanna, he became a style sensation. With Kendall Jenner, a fashion scandal. Paparazzi caught them together shortly after her controversial statement about racism in the modeling industry, which sparked a wave of backlash against him. And while he never publicly confirmed the relationship, social media and tabloids were on fire with speculation. But eventually, something shifted. Disappointment crept in. The music slowed down. The style got richer, but emptier. Critics said he had turned himself into a luxury mannequin. They began calling him a brand with no soul. But this wasn't the end. Coming next, a high-profile arrest in Sweden, a global campaign to free him, and a turning point that would prove one of two things. Either Rocky was a generational icon, or a master manipulator who knew exactly how to play the system. It all started in downtown Stockholm. A couple of fans were pestering him, and eventually, one of them got roughed up. Rocky was arrested. But while he sat in a cell with dim lighting and a plastic mattress, the world started to lose its mind. The Number Free Rocky campaign exploded on Instagram, with early supporters including Kim Kardashian and Donald Trump. Yes, the then President of the United States claimed he had spoken to the Swedish Prime Minister and was personally willing to guarantee bail for AAP Rocky. On the surface, it looked like a gesture of goodwill, but behind the scenes, rumors swirled. The White House was just trying to win over black voters ahead of the 2020 election. Tweets even leaked suggesting Trump's campaign team asked Rocky to return the favor after his release. Allegedly, Rocky declined. He spent nearly a month in jail. He was released before the verdict was announced. Once back in the U.S., he dropped a track subtly hinting at political games, but no direct thank you to Trump. Around the same time, a wild rumor surfaced. Rocky had allegedly recorded an entire album in prison, on a voice recorder smuggled in by a guard, but the project never saw the light of day. The press tore him apart. Some said it was a publicity stunt. Others claimed he was genuinely terrified for his life. Everything blurred. Reality, headlines, fear, politics. Rocky became a hero again, but this time in a different kind of drama. And that's when the transformation began. Suddenly, he had a new face. The rebel was gone, replaced by a certified fashion diplomat, a businessman, an activist. But the question lingers, is this the real Rocky, or just a brilliantly constructed brand? It all started like a hipster love story. They'd been friends for years, hitting shows together, laughing, always supporting one another. But in 2020, everything changed. Rihanna broke things off with billionaire Hassan Jameel, and just months later, she was spotted with Rocky, cuddling, vacationing, having cozy dinners away from the spotlight. Then, boom, Rihanna was pregnant. The internet exploded. Memes flooded in. Rocky was dubbed the greatest sperm donor in history, the luckiest man alive. But behind the scenes, the whispers told a different story. While the world celebrated, the industry murmured, Rocky's no longer in control of his own life. Rumor had it that his Fenty-related contract restricted him, financially and creatively. His long-promised album All Smiles never dropped. Some blamed Rihanna's business partners. Others simply said he lost focus. Music isn't his priority anymore. In 2022, the drama peaked again. Rocky was arrested in Los Angeles, right off a private jet returning from Barbados with Rihanna. The charge? A shooting incident from 2021. Rocky stayed silent. His lawyers denied everything. But the media spun its own version. Rihanna was in tears after his arrest. On TikTok, a fresh wave of drama. She doesn't need this. She's an empire. He's a liability. But Rocky didn't retreat. At the 2023 Met Gala, he made a statement. Literally. His outfit went viral. A kilt over jeans, an oversized Gucci belt, and in his hands, resilience. Days later, Rihanna confirmed her second pregnancy. The scene was sealed, but one question hung in the air. Is this a fairy tale or a masterclass in branding? Because by now, Rocky isn't just an artist. He's a walking product. The look, the kid, the aura. Every move is monetized. Every word, measured, censored. And every rumor contains a grain of truth. Like the one about a secret film he's supposedly producing, a cinematic memoir. And in it, there's allegedly a scene where Rihanna whispers, "You're my best risk." Is that scene real? Just like the rest of this saga, it's something we're still trying to figure out. In the 2000s and 20s, he officially reinvented himself. Once a streetwise romantic from Harlem, now a strategist, investor, cultural architect. AWGE is his creation, a mysterious creative collective that both exists and doesn't. They give no interviews, have no defined structure. But AWGE is behind his lookbooks, videos, visual aesthetic. They're the ones shaping the new Flacco era. AWGE has worked with Prada, Mercedes-Benz, Needles, Selfridges. Rumor has it Rocky personally signs off on the final mood boards. He controls his image down to the last shoelace. His role in Fenty is also part of a bigger game. He's not just Rihanna's boyfriend, he's an official creative consultant. Word is he pushed for the launch of the Fenty Parfum home line, and it was a hit. He's investing in NFTs, launching crypto partnerships, experimenting with the metaverse. But where's the music? His last promised album, All Smiles, still hasn't dropped. Since 2019, he's been teasing its release, promising it would be deeply personal. But the more promises he makes, the louder the rumors get. The biggest one? Rocky doesn't write his own verses anymore. Anonymous insiders claim his recent bars are entirely ghostwritten. A team of young writers works behind the scenes, crafting the voice we hear. And Flacco, now more curator than creator, simply approves whatever sounds right. Fans are noticing. The rhymes hit different now. Less pain, less groove, less Harlem energy. More polish, less depth. One tweet under a recent Rocky song compilation read, "This isn't music anymore. It's just aesthetics with sound." And this is the turning point. Rocky has become a brand, a commercial platform, a lifestyle engine, a case study for ad agencies. His slogans don't shout, they whisper, "You can be like me." But behind that glossy curtain lies a question. Will the real Rocky ever come back? The one from Harlem, with pain in his voice and dreams in his eyes? So far, the answer hides in silence, in unreleased tracks, in style without substance. But maybe that is the new Rocky. No suffering, no rage, no streets, just a marketing genius in Rick Owens sneakers.